Today was the Wheel's annual summit. We have over 2,400 members in the Wheel, and we had 500 people who came to Croke Park today. And it's the annual opportunity for all of our members to get together, talk about the issues as they see them, learn a lot from each other about funding and about regulation and about all of the different challenges that we currently face in Ireland and the role that the charities are playing in helping people to live inclusive, dignified lives.
We've been coming here over the years, and it's great meeting the other voluntary groups. Sometimes you do feel like that you're working on your own. And then, of course, somebody's got a great idea or found out something that you don't know about. So you come along and go, hey, I didn't know that. And people are always willing to be very helpful to other organisations.
I think it's very important to get out and meet because everyone brings a different, fresh perspective to the table. So it's interesting to be here amongst your peers. What I love about the Wheel is that not only is it charities, but it's also social enterprises which bring a completely different perspective to it. So the membership is very interesting and varied in itself.
We had some fantastic speakers today. We heard from Minister Joe O'Brien, who came along, and he talked about recent developments. In particular, of interest to members is the Charities Act, a new version of the Act, because the stronger the charities regulatory regime is, the higher public trust and confidence will be in charities. And it was also an opportunity to tell the Minister only about 15% of charities that get grant funding from the government get it on a multi-annual basis. Most charities only get it for 1 year or less. So we're saying award that kind of funding for 3 years or more, and charities could do an awful lot more in relation to planning around these big future challenges that we know society looks to the community and voluntary sector to solve. And we heard Derek Walker, who's the Commissioner for the Future in Wales. So members were really interested to hear about work that the Welsh are doing, projecting forward what the evidence says the future will likely look like, so that the community and voluntary sector can work out the kind of work that we're going to likely be doing in relation into the future.
So for me, one of my favourite speakers is always Nolene Blackwell, who's the former CEO of the Dublin Rape Crisis Centre. She's just such an inspiring person to listen to no matter what she's saying, and she had some really good things to say about the sector and how we need to stand up for ourselves and champion ourselves and our right to advocate for ourselves, not just deliver services, which I thought was really interesting.
Sinead O'Carroll closed out the show. She's the editor of the Journal. Sinead was talking about the misinformation reality that many charities now work in. The evidence shows there's really deliberate misinformation campaigns now active in Ireland, and really that charities and community and voluntary organisations have a big role to play in being aware of it and trying to promulgate the facts and the evidence as much as we can. If people would like to learn more about the Wheel, just visit wheel.ie, where you'll find comprehensive information, advice and guidance for trustees and people who work in charities in Ireland.